Good afternoon, boys and girls. It's afternoon story time with Miss Lynn. And we are going to go far back. I bet you haven't heard this story before. And I think the reason is because my grandmother used to read out of this wonderful book called The Great Big Book of Bedtime Stories. And she gave to me when I was just 6 years old, but she would read them. And I'd like to share one with you. It says, Tibor Gergely's Great Big Book of Bedtime Stories, 32 Favorite Tales, a golden book. Let's read. The 7 Sneezes. There were once a bunny, a kitten, and a dog who lived together in a backyard. The bunny was white with long fluffy ears. The kitten was black, and like all kittens, it had teeny ears. And the dog was a great big dog with a great big bark. Everybody was happy. Everybody was satisfied. The bunny loved his big ears. The kitten was glad that her ears were tiny, and the dog was proud of his great big bark. You can see the bunny, the kitty, and the dog. It looks like there's a man in a wagon and a horse. One day, a rag man came along in an old wagon. "Any rags today? Any rags today?" sang the rag man. It was a chilly day, and the rag man started to sneeze. Oh, the bunny, the kitten, and the dog all held their breath until the rag man finished his sneeze. Achoo! Oh, achoo! Achoo! There were 3 hearty sneezes, so hearty that the ragman was blown out of sight down the road, wagon and horse and all. Goodness gracious! The bunny, the kitten, and the dog started to say to each other, and then they saw something strange had happened to them. The black kitten had the bunny's long white ears, and the white bunny had the kitten's teeny black ears. And here's a picture of the ragman as he sneezed with everything going everywhere. "Wow, how silly you both look," said the dog. Well, the next minute he felt silly because when he opened his mouth, no big bark came out, only a teeny tiny meow. Things were certainly mixed up. The bunny felt his short teeny ears and he squeaked. And the kitten felt her long, overgrown ears. "Goodness gracious me," she said. But she said it in a terrible, great big bark, and she fell over backward, so surprised was she to hear herself barking. And as there's the 3 of them. Oh, no. Then the kitten saw her teeny ears on the bunny's head. "Give me back my ears," she said, and she ran over to the bunny and tried to pull them off. The bunny saw his long ears on the kitten's head. "Give me back my ears," he said, and he tried to pull them off too. And the dog ran around and around them, meowing like a cat. Meow, meow. "Oh dear," barked the cat. "This will never do. What do you think happened to us?" "Everything was fine. We'll be fine," meowed the dog, until the ragman came. The bunny had hiccups. He was so upset. "The sneezes did it," he said between hiccups. They brought him a drink of water. "Oh dear," barked the cat. "That's just what happened. Those awful sneezes mixed everything up." "Now what are we going to do?" said the dog in his baby kitten voice. They thought, and then the bunny said, "We must find the ragman." "That's it," said the kitten. "We will show him what his sneezes did." "And make him put everything back the way it was," said the dog, "if he can." So they set out to find the ragman. They went along, and soon they met a goose without any feathers. She was carrying all her feathers in a little basket. Here's a picture of the goose. "Oh, pardon us," said the bunny, the cat, and the dog, "but did you see a ragman go by this way?"
"Can't you see that he did?" asked the goose, angrily stomping her foot. "He sneezed off all my feathers, and I'm going to find him and make him put them back on again, if he can."
So they all went along together, and pretty soon they met a rooster carrying his comb in his beak. He looked very queer because his tail feathers grew on top of his head. "Pardon us," said the bunny, the cat, the dog, and the pink goose, "but did you see—"
"Don't say another word," said the rooster angrily, dropping his comb and picking it up again. "That awful ragman! It's wicked to go around sneezing folks into trouble that way. My lovely red comb in the dust. I'm going to make him put it back again if he can."
And here's the rooster carrying his comb. It fell completely off, boys and girls. Pretty soon they met a little boy. He was sitting on a fence rubbing his eyes. He looked very weird because he was wearing only half a jacket and only one shoe. He was holding the other half of his jacket, and the other shoe was upside down on top of his head. It looked like a strange kind of cap. "Pardon us," began the bunny, the cat, the dog, the goose, and the rooster. The little boy stopped rubbing his eyes. He saw all the funny animals. He heard the cat bark and the dog meow. He laughed and laughed and laughed until he fell right off the fence. And then he went right on laughing. "So you've been sneezed at too?" the little boy said to the funny animals. "Well, don't feel bad. Don't you see what a fix I'm in? Just look at my nice new jacket. And my shoe? On top of my head. It sneezed on so tight it won't come off. Oh, I've pulled and I've pulled." He pulled again to show them, and they each pulled. No, the shoe wouldn't come off the little boy's head. It was sneezed on for good. "Well, let's find that ragman," he said, "and make him take it off if he can." So they all went along together. And pretty soon they met a little girl standing in the road, curling her toes and crying. She held 2 long braids in her hand, the color of taffy candy. They were very pretty pigtails. Each was tied with a beautiful ribbon. What a pity they had been sneezed off her head. Look at the little girl. It doesn't show the little boy yet. Can you imagine? Oh no. The animals were all very sorry, and so was the little boy. But there was nothing they could do. The pigtails could not be stuck on again. But when the little girl saw what a fix everyone else was in, she giggled. She dried her tears, and they all went along together to look for the ragman. They walked, and by they came to a tumble-down house with a tumble-down fence around it. An old horse and an old wagon stood in front of the house, and somebody inside was getting ready to sneeze. They all held their breath and waited for the sneeze to come. It came. Ker-chaya! Woo! The sneeze blew the horse and wagon up into the air. They came down again on the roof of the tumble-down house. "This is the right place, all right," said the little boy, and they all ran up and knocked on the door. The ragman came to the door, wiping his eyes. "Oh, why, come in, my dears," he said to the little boy and the little girl. "Come in, my pets," he said to the animals. And they all went inside and sat down in the kitchen. The ragman wiped the tears out of his eyes, and now he really saw them. "Oh, ho, 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 ho," he laughed. "Oh, ho, ho, ho. What are you laughing at?" barked the cat. "You did it with your awful sneezes," meowed the dog. "Oh, ho, ho, ho," laughed the ragman, and he wiped his eyes again and he blew his nose. "So that's how I sneeze." Well, everyone was angry, as could be, because the ragman laughed at what he had done. And they all jumped up and crowded around him. And there's no picture of that, but let's see. Let's turn the page. Oh, here we are. There we go. You see everything? What will my mother say when I tell her I've lost my pigtails? Cried the little girl. They laughed at me in school with a shoe on my head, cried the little boy. No one will love me with these little ears, squeaked the bunny. Or me with these big ears, barked the cat. How could I guard the house without my great big bark? Meowed the dog. I'll freeze without my feathers, cried the goose. No barnyard will have me, cried the rooster. Oh, now, said the ragman, trying to calm everybody. Don't be angry, my dears. Don't be angry, my pets. Indeed, I had no idea how much damage my sneezes could do. I don't quite understand myself how it happened. Let me think a minute. And they all sat down again to let the ragman think. And by, he said, I think it's because I sometimes sneeze magic words. A funny word comes out and some kind of magic happens. But I never know what it's going to be because I never sneeze the same way twice in a row. Well, what are you going to do about it? All the visitors asked. Well, I'll try and sneeze everything right again, said the ragman. But what? That magic word? Maybe. I have no idea. So I'll just have to keep sneezing and sneezing until the right word comes out. No. They all waited for the ragman to begin sneezing. I don't feel very sneezy just now, he said after a while, and he pointed to a shelf where a can of pepper stood. Oh, just sprinkle some on my nose, he begged. It will help get me started. And the little girl did what the ragman asked, and the ragman sneezed. Just an ordinary, everyday sneeze. Phew, just like that. And nothing happened. Nothing at all. Oh, I'll have to sneeze harder, said the ragman. More pepper, please, lots more. And the little girl took off the lid of the pepper can, and she poured a big swish of pepper on the ragman's nose. And the ragman went, ah, 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 and the little girl jumped back. They all held their breaths because they could see something was going to happen. Choo! Button my shoe! Switcheroo! The ragman finished sneezing. Here, let me show you this first. Everything is being thrown into the air. Something happened, all right, but not what they all wanted. The furniture flew out the window. The house lifted into the air, and so did the horse and wagon. So did the fence, and they all came down with a bang in an utterly different place, a much nicer place than before. They all got up and felt themselves, but nobody was hurt a bit. More, the ragman gasped, and the little girl came forward and she threw the whole can of pepper at the ragman. The ragman opened his eyes wide and he opened his mouth wide, and 7 big earthquake sneezes came out. Ga-choo! The bunny's ears and the kitten's ears flew into the air. They came down again in their right places. The long white ears on the bunny and the teeny black ears on the kitten. Ga-chim! The dog jumped into the air and barked, Roof! Catch-em! And the kitten meowed as she ran around and round the room. Ka-chibble! All the feathers flew out of the little basket and stuck onto the goose again. Fum-a-diddle! The rooster's comb flew onto his head and his tail feathers stuck where tail feathers should grow. Skedaddle! And the little boy's jacket was sneezed whole and his shoe was sneezed back on his foot. Fiddle-faddle! The little girl's pigtails flew back on her head and stuck there. Everything was back the way it was. Oh, dear me, said the ragman, wiping his eyes. That was awfully hard work, but I'm glad everything is fixed again. And let me show you that page. There's the little girl spreading pepper on his nose, on the ragman's nose. And here they are. Let's see what they're doing. All of a sudden, he looked sneezy. "Run!" cried the ragman. "Run, everybody, while I hold my nose." Everybody jumped up and ran out of the house before the ragman could sneeze again. And they ran all the way home. And that is the end of our 7 sneezes. What a cute story. Boys and girls, maybe I can read a couple stories this week from our great big book of bedtime stories. Each one is done by a different author, but it is a golden book. And let me show you the spine. I have had this, like I said, since I was 6 years old. Here's a bunch of characters from our stories. So we'll read more so you can get acquainted with some of these characters. Have a wonderful afternoon, everybody.